Okay, we're ready. Okay, we are back with part two of the Great Southern Billiard Tour. Stop.
We just had a second of technical difficulty there, but I think we're back on
We're
now.
ready. We're ready to go.
Adjust your lower third.
Go ahead, guys.
There we go. And I am particularly honored to have Shannon Dalton in the booth with me, one of my all-time favorite players, my number 2 favorite player right now, to hear what he has to say about this. That was an unfortunate.
Yeah, he made a third of the balls there and got kissed in the side, so that is a little bit unlucky. Smile one time, Alvin. We're on candid camera. Tell you
Nice.
what, that could be these early games, a lot of people don't pay attention to them, but they can be very important in the end. Look how many matches you see go double heel. He went a little farther there, and I'd like to see him win with ball in hand. I mean, he wanted to get an angle, but
We had a 25.46 miles per hour on the brake speed there.
tell you what, all of a sudden now the 2-game spot is now a 4-game if he can get out from here, and I would expect Mike to get out from here.
Nice shot there.
Perfect.
Gives him an angle where he can just shoot and stop on the 6 ball. And
Mike wasn't blessed with height, so I'm sure he's going to, he's shot many a shot with a crutch. He's always had a real long bridge, too.
nice shot there. Perfect angle come down table for the 9 ball in the bottom left-hand corner pocket.
He knows how to play. I mean, Mike knows the correct way to play. Like I said, he's from Charleston, and he grew up, playing. Him and Tony Ellen were like best friends also, and he played a lot of pool with Tony. And another guy down there at the time was Bill Anderson, another real good player. They were always the 3 best players in Charleston, which I think Bill moved to Texas now.
I'll tell you what, he's starting off a lot better this match than what he did in his previous hot seat match with Danny Mastermaker.
We might be getting more comfortable, like we said. When you're this is not a U.S. Open setting, but
it's still a lot of pressure under them
anytime you're
lights.
under the lights and everybody watching, know we're over here commentating and everything like that, it's added pressure, period. But don't worry, Mike's sitting over there chewing on that gum right now. He'll make a run at it.
Absolutely.
He will make a run.
Absolutely right.
He's not a double-A player for nothing.
No, he's not. You are correct about that.
Good observation there, Shannon.
He tried the cut break.
The cut break.
He did that in his last match and was successful with it.
Well, once you find a spot, I'm a firm believer that every table has a sweet spot for the breaks, what I call it.
You are correct. You are
Because
correct.
it takes a lot of times it'll take half a match to find it or anything like that. For any of you players at home, if you've got time and you're going to play a match on a table, get over there and break the balls 10 or 15 times. 3 or 4, pick your favorite spot, break from 3 or 4 or 5 different places and try to give yourself the same rack. That's a big advantage going into the match, knowing that you're going to be breaking from the correct spot versus guessing.
Well, I'll take you back take you back about 10 years ago, for instance. When you and I were at the 2001 U.S. Open, when they first were introducing the Sardo tight rack and racking the 9 ball on the spot, a certain player in that field figured out the break, hitting him approximately 8 miles an hour, where the rest of us were hitting him in the mid to high 20s and not making a ball. That person was not only making a ball, but drawing position on the ball after the break.
The game of 9 ball has changed quite a bit.
I don't like that break. But
I'm a pretty big fan of I really think that we're using the best rack that's ever been made.
the
And now
Delta 13.
since everybody's got to using it and stuff, I mean, we have people ask for them and ask about them all the time. But we just had 2 people that absolutely didn't have a clue there was a tournament going on and like to run over Mike Staubes.
This is your second tour stop of the year, Shannon, right?
Yeah, we're underway. Stop number 2 already. Last year went with a blur. I'm going to be honest with you. Me and Marge talked about it and stuff. I have no idea where 35 events went last year.
40,000 plus miles, I believe you said.
We keep the roads hot. Yeah, about 40,000 miles.
We'll play our commercial real quick while we're waiting. Oh, no, we're not going to. My bad.
No, he's just got his jump cue out
Gotcha.
here. I don't think he's going to try to get too fancy here. He's going to try to make sure he hits this ball. Probably bank it back down table and just try to hold the cue ball somewhere up in there.
Airborne. Well, that was an interesting
That ball
looking
went
shot.
over it twice. It jumped it hit the slate, went over the one, hit the rail, and went back over the one.
You don't see that very often. I brought this up earlier, and I've seen this in the past few tournaments. I've been to quite a few events where Mike Fuller's played in. He is by far, in my opinion, one of the best full cue jumpers in the game.
He jumps good. Mike, he's a good, well, all-arounded player. Plays all games good. He's just a good player.
Got a strong, powerful stroke.
He better get the show on the road right here, giving this boy 2 games on the wire.
You know, look, he's
That
going
was
to have
kind
a
of
straight-in shot.
uncharacteristic. I didn't really see that coming.
Well,
Tried to jam it in there.
I don't know if y'all noticed or not, though, he raised up on his final stroke.
Oh.
You got to watch this.
Nice and he's fine. Nice and easy stroke.
I think Mike needs to go ahead and do whatever he can to clear this rack up.
Here's your shot.
Get a
Getting
game
from the
under
4 to the
belt.
5. This right here shot means the whole game.
And that's
It's no good.
he is actually going to get safe.
Now, he can hit the 4. I just don't know if he can make it. I know he can hit it. I just
He
can't
might be
tell.
able to
I
cut
believe
it
he.
up in
I
the
believe he can.
corner.
I believe he might be able to shoot it straight in the side.
Well, if he can, he's got to feel very fortunate to be back at the table after that.
It's another unforced error by Mike. You can't keep making those unforced errors when you're the best player giving up games. It will catch you. See, New England just finally got on the board with a 2-point conversion.
Wow, that kind of surprised me a little bit. He went for the side pocket there and kind of tried to jam it in there.
Well, he done that to where he could hold the cue ball for the 5. See, if he would have made the 4, he did have a shot on the 5. And if the 7 don't go, he was really perfect to even bump the edge of the 9.
And I believe the 7 does not go. And
See, he would have been really perfect. He cut the 5 in the bottom corner, come straight up, catch the left edge of the 9, tear
Hold
those
position
out,
for the
and you're
6.
straight glance off the 9 on the left side, and then you'll have a shot on the 6. They both made a couple of unforced errors right here. What better be careful if this ball spins. They hit it perfect. Good shot. Now Mike's going to have to deal with the 7 if the 7 doesn't go.
Oh, if you can just clip that right side of the 9 ball, it's going to be absolutely perfect.
If he hits a 9 full, though, I actually like trying to tear it out here. He went a little farther than I would like to go, but he can go one rail and come into the back of the 9 or draw into him, either one. I think he'll come one rail and just catch it.
And that's a great shot there. He's got a slight little cut in the corner.
Got a little bit.
Just stun the cue ball. Just sort of hold it right there. A little bottom right-hand English.
It's no give me. I mean, he's got to cut it a little bit. He's almost straight up and down with it, and you're close to it.
Wow. I watched his match right in front of us here on table 2 against Sam Monday, and he was not making these type of errors at all.
I'm going to tell you, David, he's going to have to play better than this right here if he's going to beat Mike Staubes.
Yes, he is.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. And perfect.
He's living right. What do you like? Play the short side or just go a little inside English and come around and play the
I
nine
might
in the
use
opposite
bottom.
corner?
I might use bottom English and come all the way out 2 rails. Shoot the 9 right where the cue ball's at.
Look
No.
at that.
Now, Mike hasn't
I
played
like-
on the TV table today.
I like rolling the ball and that little inside there and coming out, just because you get to roll the ball in. You don't have to jam it. We both have different styles of play.
This table's playing different than the other tables in the room, and
It's
Mike
not-
Fuller has not been on the TV tables, whereas Mike Staubes has already. So
Right.
that can come into
That
play.
makes a difference too. That table should play a little drier with all the lights.
Table's dry as a bucket of sand, and it's very hot underneath there. And last night when I played my match on that table, with the excessive amount of people that were in this room, it just heated it up that much more. With you've got all the body heat in here and the lights, and
Yeah,
you're tired. You've been playing all day, and
It got crowded in here last night.
Yeah, it did. It was crazy. It was
Now there was a couple of hundred in here.
we were having fun.
oh yeah, I think we all had a great time last night. I know I sure did.
Yeah, I think everybody had a good time,
It was.
to say the least.
We had an epic evening, I tell you. A lot of matches yesterday. It was great tournament so far. Appreciate it a lot, Shannon. It's been awesome.
Well, we're glad to have them. We're just trying to give all the amateurs and the pretty good players too. I mean, it is an amateur tour, but it's a tough one. But that's what we try to do is give everybody, a wide variety of players a chance to go play somewhere for some decent money, and make it fair for the weaker players, where they don't feel like they're just going out and donating their money.
That's it.
That's
Had a
what it's
really
all
good
about,
format.
giving everybody a chance to win for a nominal entry fee.
Shannon, you actually have a question on here that man would like an answer for. If you could give him one.
Okay, let's see the. Do you have your returns in U.S. to play? When you go on the road? Or is it Georgia special? Yeah, but as far as the question goes from Barrier, I believe it is. We have so many events. We had, like I said, 35 events last year that I run. And between you do that, if I'm doing that, and I try to always play in the Derby, I'm going to play in the U.S. Open this year. There's actually a tournament in China I may even possibly go to. So by the time you do all of that and then you take off your major holidays, the year's over with. So as far as road trips for me, I've not been on a road trip in a long, long time. I mean, I guess you can call them road trips. I'm on the road every weekend, but it's not like it was, when I was a kid getting out and running around everywhere and trying to match up and stuff like that. Everything's more of a business now.
Well, Mike went for a cross-side bank, missed it. He's actually snookered Mike Staubes behind the 4-ball here. He's going to have a good one-rail kick across table.
I done good on the name then. I see that. I wasn't for sure, but I tried to give it a swing at it. Look at this. Boy, he did. Oh, I believe he's going to fall right in the gap, it looks like. He hit it perfect, though. He done everything he could do. I believe Brady must have got picked off again, guys. Something big happened. Here it is.
No, I just believe Sanchez made a good
He just made a good
Connection.
He sure did. I'll tell you what. New England's kind of like Mike Fuller is here. They're running out of time.
That was a good one. I'm really enjoying my stay here at Fast Eddie's. It's a great little bar here.
These guys
Sports
are
bar.
great right here.
They
They're
are.
good
They
for a
treat
pool.
me wonderful
They
when
treat
I come in
everybody
here.
good. They're really good people.
Yeah, Bucky. We had a pig picking yesterday,
All compliments of Fast Eddie's.
courtesy
They
of Fast Eddie's.
put on, I think it was a 125-pound pig. Paid an employee to go out there and cook it all day yesterday, and then brought it in and give it away with all the trimmings for nothing. Whether you played in the tournament or not, they fed everybody in here, over 100 people.
It was quite an expensive dinner for sure.
And not only that, it was great too. It would be different.
Yes,
if
it
It'd
was.
be
It was
different if it
awesome.
was, potted meat, but it was good.
I had never had up until then any Carolina barbecue. As long as I've lived here now, I haven't had any of it yet.
Well, it's different.
I
They
was
do it.
amazed.
Most Carolina barbecue is a vinegar based barbecue. Myself, I kind of like I guess you would call it like more of a Memphis style. I like the thick, tangy sauces is what I really like, or a dry rub even. But I like it. I like it all. Anytime that you put a pig on the smoker, it's hard to mess it up.
Absolutely.
That may be my very best games, a knife and fork.
Very good.
He said, "I never miss." It's kind of like being up here. I never miss a ball from the booth. I never miss a ball or a safe when I'm sitting up here. It's amazing how that works.
As far as having tournaments in Toronto, no, I don't have any events that far north. Now I've been to Toronto and played some myself years ago. I don't believe that's a touchdown, is it? I don't know what they ruled it. Looked to me like he landed out of bounds. Well, there should be no problems from here for Mike, but he's had a couple of outs like this.
He's been a little bit shaky.
Been a little shaky so far.
He'll come back to life. Rodney Strickland was commenting that Mike Staubes is a big-time bar box 8-ball player, and he goes for a lot of bar box style shots, offensive shots.
Where that comes from is in Charleston. Is a lot of people don't know this is the second largest APA base in the eastern United States, with Baltimore being the only one bigger. Bruce Base down there has 1,000 teams of APA.
Wow.
And there's only one or two places down there that even has big tables. Tucker's, which has been in Tucker's Billiard Supply, which has been in Charleston now for some 40 years, has some big tables. But other than that, about all you play on down there is going to be all bar tables.
We'll play our little commercial real quick. We're going to get you the break speed here shortly. Not getting any bets out there on the break speed.
You had a 21.27 miles per hour on that last break. It's pretty respectable.
Oh, it's 2-2.
All right. I'll get him up there then.
2-2. Great Southern Billiard Tour. And I want you to go to the GreatSouthernBilliardTour.com and order one of those nice T-shirts of Shannon's, and also check out the tour schedule.
Well, like I said, the other way to obtain one of those T-shirts, really the best way to do it, is just come on out and join one of these Great Southern Billiard Tour events and buy one personally off Shannon or Marge.
Absolutely. They're a really great shirt. I have one.
Yeah, they're a good shirt. They're a Hanes tagless. 50-50 blend. They don't shrink up as soon as you wash them either.
Quality is important, because that's advertising for you. So the longer the shirt lasts, looks good, the more chances you have for people to see it.
Oh, yeah. I hope we see a few of them at the Derby City. I'm sure we will.
I'll be wearing mine running around with the camera.
I've
one
got
of the
3
days.
of mine packed already for it, so
I'm sure we'll see several of them. We went through a lot of them over 4 or 5 years. 3 different logos now, but
I'll also be wearing my Inside Pool magazine T-shirt too. So make sure you check out InsidePoolMag.com.
you guys always got a nice booth there.
Yep, JR does it right. Does things the right way.
it's a pretty good shot right there by Mike Staubes.
Excellent shot.
Now, if Mike Fuller can see this ball.
Probably just going to thin it and come behind the 4. He went behind
He's
the
going to
9.
let him see it. No. I think he might be able to see it.
Yeah, he can see the ball.
Check a different angle here.
He can see it. He could actually make this
Might
ball.
be able to chop it in. I can't tell. Looks like, yeah, the cue ball's a little above it.
Yep, he might be able
If
to.
not, he'll just put the 1 on the bottom rail and come back straight
He's
across.
queuing up like he's going to go for it.
He took a swing
He
at it.
definitely did that.
Okay, well, there's the mistake.
And he hasn't left Mike Fuller an easy shot at all.
But
No.
he's got a pocket, and he can see the whole ball. What do you do here, Shannon? Just go for it or what?
I really don't think he can go for
All
this shot.
All depends. I don't really like a low percentage shot like
It is
this
a low
because you're betting the
percentage shot.
game on it. If you miss it, you're probably going to lose the game.
Sell out.
I might bank the 1 up table and draw the cue ball straight across into the 4, try to get the 1 to the top end.
Nice.
That's not a bad little shot he shot right there, too.
Good.
Executed perfect.
That was a good shot. Aim for the top of the pocket there.
I think Michael used the 4 to hold the 1 here and try to get the cue ball back up table and let the 1 stop right where the 4's at.
Well, another shot that's here. If you hit the 1 ball right, does it go off the 9?
You mean off the 4?
No, actually off the 9. I mean, he shot the right shot, but he's going to scratch.
Ooh, yeah, that's going swimming.
I was thinking if he was to thin the 1 ball enough, it clips the bottom of the 9 and goes in the corner pocket, and he's up table for the 2 ball.
I think the 9 was too far above the 1 to shoot that shot. Mike's looking at the 1 like it might not go.
Now, if it doesn't, he's going to freeze him to the back of the 9 ball. And
Get the 1. Need to get the 1 all the way up table here. That way it'll be on 2 fouls. Get the 1 up by the 3 and 6. Yeah, I like that shot. This makes it a lot harder to hit. This ball's not going to be that difficult because it stayed close to the rail.
do you like going after it this way?
I like going to the bottom rail and
That's
kicking
really
one
the
rail
only
at
way
it.
you have at it, but the ball slides so much on this newer cloth that
You got a lot of room for error here with the 1 sitting at.
Nice.
great shot.
Looks like he might pocket this ball. Nope.
Chasing it down.
Sure was.
Now, if the 1 ball doesn't go, he's just going to put him right on the back of the 5 ball here.
That's what's going to happen because the 1 ball does not have a. He's looking at it though.
It's close. He's playing safe.
Yeah, he'll be right on the back of the 5.
I don't really like where he left the 1.
Yeah, I had a similar shot like that in my match with Rodney Friday night where I tried to play it safe like that, and the ball almost went in the pocket.
He made it too. I'm going to play a guy safe. I don't want to leave the ball sitting right in the hole if it's at all possible. I think Michael is trying to play a safety here.
What safe do you like here?
It's a little tricky. I might bank the 2 ball 1 rail back down by the 9, or if not, maybe just put the. Really want to do something simple here. Maybe play the 2 over to the left rail and let the cue ball just drift down to the bottom and use the 3-6 as a blocker.
That's the shot.
And even if you don't hook him, you're still going to have to bank it.
And make a really tough shot, yeah.
I don't think he really has the angle to bank the ball back down table and get the cue ball in any type of compromising position.
No, you don't really. Looking for something simple here. He shot the exact shot that I said.
And I believe he has snookered him.
Executed it well. Mike made a good shot.
I like
That's
the
about
way
all
he hit
could
that.
do.
Yeah.
It's a pretty
Didn't
difficult
really
shot
sell,
on the 2
didn't really
ball.
sell out a whole lot either. I mean, you might cut this ball in. Got to be careful again. He's going to be reaching a long ways.
If not, you just bank it back down table and put the cue ball up from around 2 rails and try to get him with the 3 ball.
He's setting up like he's going to shoot at it. Yeah, this is a makeable ball. From this angle now we have, this ball here is makeable.
Absolutely.
If reach is not too much of an issue for him.
Yeah, I'd get out the rake, man.
It becomes almost
Way
twice
harder.
a harder shot if you,
Yeah.
if you use the bridge.
Right, because you got to be able to feel and adjust to that shot and spin it in there. It's a lot with the follow through, right? Yeah, watch him. He'll flip it to the side. His cue will come off and go give a little.
See, being right-handed on this shot doesn't give him much of an advantage either.
No.
Well, he's going to go for the more difficult shot.
He's going to try to whack it in.
Yeah, why not just roll up above, behind the.
Put the deuce on the bottom rail.
Sure.
Use the 6.
Why go at a low percentage shot and leave it right in the hole?
Well, it's one of those things. Like I said, if you shoot it, you're going to bet you're going to bet the game you make it. I think he's looking at playing the deuce maybe off of the 6 over in this other corner.
That's a cool shot.
It's a cool shot. I don't know if it's the right one or not, though.
Definitely not the right shot, but it's cool. Look at that.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, he just might as well just give him the game there.
He'll get punished for it. If I was going to take that big of a chance, I believe I'd just try to cut the deuce in.
I believe he might have been looking at the scratch. These pockets are pretty decent size. It's not like we're playing on triple shimmed equipment here.
Now, they're generous.
Yeah, these Brunswick tables here are real nice. It's a great TV table. Great TV table. Whereas your like older diamonds, that man, a lot of players miss balls a lot more on those. The Diamond 1, 2, and 3 series, where the shelf is so small. Or deep, excuse me.
I think diamond tables just play tougher in general.
Their
Most
slate's
definitely.
super deep.
The cut of the rail, the deep shelf.
Yeah, they're not as
Right
good
into
in
the
TV
pocket.
table.
The angle of the pockets is real dramatically different also, especially in the sides.
Yeah, these Brunswick, this is the best TV table you could ask for.
Speaking of diamond tables, well, that table that we got to witness last weekend in Conyers, Georgia, well, that is a
It is a beast.
that's a death trap, isn't it?
3 7/8 inches. Yes, it's
That's just at the opening.
one of the toughest tables I've ever seen.
Wow. I
Nice
would
little shot, little masse
never
shot.
play on that table. I could never make a ball. The one at Michael's is pretty heavy duty. I'll tell you that much. Ouch. Well, you just might as well just give him the game there.
We're seeing some very uncharacteristic play out of Mike Fuller here. I can't figure out what's going on. I've watched him play 2 or 3 matches, and he's played real good.
Good shot.
If he keeps leaving Mighty Mouse these kind of shots, he's going to be actually it's going to be a short evening for him.
Good shot.
He's
Maybe
gonna
got a
have to-
little too close.
He'll have
his
to have a
mark.
javelin to get to this one.
I don't know if the bridge will even be long enough.
I think we're about 4 or 5 games into the match. Mike's already used the bridge 4 or 5 times.
And see, Mike Fuller's over there playing with his phone. He's not watching the table. He's not looking at what's going on. That's
Word of advice for all you players texting and playing at the same time.
bad.
Don't work.
It's a one-way ticket to disaster. And then you start talking with people behind you. Then you start walking away and going and talking to other tables, watching other matches. A chef won't cut vegetables and then watch the football game at the same time.
You are correct.
He's going to watch his hands, watch what he's doing.
Nice shot there, and
Going to run a commercial
looks like
right
our
after
score's going to be
this.
3-2 in favor of Mike Staubes.
Mikey's not letting the pressure. I'm going to be honest with you. From what I've seen right now, I think Mike's handling the pressure better than I think Mike Staubs is handling the pressure a little bit better.
We're going to run this
I
commercial.
mean, weaker player.
Let's run this real quick.
We're underway. Well, you got all you could ask for here.
He really needs to go ahead and capitalize this. So far, he's not covering the spread.
Pretty well connect the dots from here.
Ooh, he lost. No, he got it. Thought I was going to settle up on that top point there.
This cue ball control's been a little suspect.
So that break was at 25.72 miles per hour.
Popped him pretty solid.
I'll just slide down a little bit here for the 7 inside.
You couldn't ask for anything more than he had there. Basically, just a throw in.
Boy, that was a great.
Yeah, used all the pocket there. That's for sure.
That was a fast rack there. Looks like he's smoothing out a little bit, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that, 3-3.
I'm surprised Mike's dad's not with him. Peaches, he usually comes to most of the events with him.
Nice guy, really
Yeah,
nice guy.
They're both nice guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Rodney Strickland said. He said these are two of the nicest guys in the whole tournament right
Yeah,
here you'll ever meet in your life. he
Never
said.
hear a word out of either one of them.
Yeah, Mike Fuller's real calm. I noticed that.
Where are we at? 3-3?
Yes, sir. And we are, if you're just joining us, we're at the Great Southern Billiard Tour in Goldsboro, North Carolina at Fast Eddie's.
Mike's sticking with that cut break, and so far it's not worked for him.
Well, his previous match, it was working for him. Well, he used it about 3 times, and it worked for him all 3 of those times that I saw. And
Look at that interesting layout of balls there. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
strange one. I haven't seen one like that in a long
It's a
time.
little bit tricky.
I love the layouts.
honey, get up here just where you can hit the 3 and play it safe.
He's going to play position on the 3 in the side. He had a perfect angle to do exactly what he done.
Boy, this looks like a drill, doesn't it? Like one of those drills you see in a magazine.
It definitely looks like something that like Ronnie Wiseman would come up with or something.
Well, everything's funny if you're making big money.
He shot that a little different than I think I would have. I would have wanted to stay on the other side of the
Yeah,
side.
I don't like that.
He tried to get all the way below it and shoot the 5 on the side.
Yeah, I think he came up a little bit short.
Well, I don't believe the 5 goes. So
I
you're
think he's going to have to play safe here.
put him on the
What
back
about
of the
the-
9 ball.
Yeah. What about popping the 9? I guess
Could
it
possibly bank the 5 too. I can't really
Yeah.
tell from the angle.
I don't
But
believe it goes.
Looks like the cross corner could be on very easily.
Huh. That's an interesting shot there. It could go. The 6 isn't in the way. And I think that's what he's going to do. Look at this. Oh, David was
The
right.
ball had room.
Yeah, yeah. That 6 is really big target there to run into.
Yeah, I don't like that shot. Not in the game of 9 ball anyway.
If it had a full pocket, I would have definitely a shot at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really a dead cross corner. The 6 shouldn't even have been in play. If you make the 5, the 6 never shows up.
Nice to hear what you think, Shannon. That's pretty awesome, man.
Uh-oh, look, coming here.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Nah, he's okay.
Got
Ticky,
lucky.
ticky.
Tick-
He was
Ticky,
flirting
huh?
with it a little bit.
Nice.
Well, every time I flirt with one, it don't usually come out real good for me.
Huh.
I don't really understand that shot. Unless he just rolled 3 feet too far. He's shooting this like it's a real easy shot.
It was definitely not a real easy shot. Now he's going to
Neither is this one.
have even more difficult
Absolutely
shot.
not. I do. Oh man, now
Yeah,
he's
this-
really hard.
Just bent over.
Look at his offense going. I mean, he is going at this ball. Yeah, I don't.
Ooh.
Did as good as he could do, but he sold the farm. Sold the farm, Shannon.
Yeah, usually when you get out of real bad out of line on one ball and you have to cut it in and you're out of line on that, usually just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, this is a really close match here.
And our score is going to be 4-3 now in favor of Mike Fuller.
It's a toss-up for me. I mean, I'm not.
It's going down to the wire.
Tell you what.
You said before this match got on their way that it looked like it could be a possible no more than 2 games in the end, or possibly a hill-hill match.
Well, anytime you get to the end like this, you got 2 guys that's got quite a bit of talent and the races are fair, it should be close. Because nobody's not going to hit anyone with a big package playing alternate to break. So,
No.
I mean, well, I don't know if all of you listeners are excited about the Derby coming up as I am, but I'm sure ready.
I'm super ready. Dave?
I've had my bags packed for 2 weeks for it now.
I'm going home to Cleveland, and I'll be leaving within 2 days to drive down
We're
to
going
Kentucky.
home. We're driving back home tonight. We usually stay here tonight because it's like 5 hours from here back to Greenville. But we're driving home tonight where we can go ahead and get ready. I went and got my dry cleaning Friday before I come over here.
Nice. I can't wait.
The granddaddy of them all.
24.4.
Yep.
0.04 miles per hour.
Shannon would never miss a Derby City Classic. That's your show, isn't it, buddy?
I like it a lot. Yeah, it's a.
It's your show of the year.
You can see it all at the Derby. I like everything about it. It's good to see old friends too that you don't get to see throughout
Sure.
the year, and all the players and the camaraderie, and there's just something about when you walk in that arena, you get a good feeling about it.
And the about 10,000 fans and players and spectators and vendors and everybody else that's there.
He had said something that they were going to do something in memory of Billy Johnson, also known as Wade Crane, who passed away on a Christmas night in Knoxville, a car accident.
Yeah, they're going to give Billy a Lifetime Achievement Award. I think it's the Louis Roberts Award.
Nice.
They're going to do it at the One Pocket Bank Pool Hall of Fame banquet when they put John in. Who did go in the One Pocket? I know John got in the bank pool. I can't remember who went in the One Pocket. Marge. One Pocket Hall of Fame this year. Is it Hopkins? I think Allen's going to be inducted into the One Pocket, and
Nice.
John's going to be inducted into the bank pool. That'll be a great evening. I can't wait
Yes, it will.
for my buddy to be inducted into that. That's a big honor for him. Boy, he was really,
And he's earned it.
yeah, he has. Great player and one of the best people I've ever met.
That's awesome.
That'll be an emotional night, I would say. All of his family, his wife and son, Patrick, everybody's going to be there.
Well, this could be his three-peat, though, right?
Yeah, he's got plenty of talent to do it. I can tell you that. He's in dead punch right now.
At Derby
Actually,
City.
He and Landon Shuffett practiced together all day yesterday. I believe we're going 4-4, guys.
I know now that Landon has a young kid living with him from Europe. Plays a little bit better than Landon does.
I actually didn't even know that, and I'm real good friends with Stan and Landon.
I found this out. I talk to Robert Frost quite often, and he was telling me about it.
Well, there's our
We're
link.
all tied up, 44.
Lowenok out on the chat gave us the link is http://www.onepocket.org/fame.htm. So let you all know about that. Oh, I bet you're going to be in there. Are you already in that? You in the one pocket?
In the One Pocket Hall of Fame?
You're not there yet, are you?
No, they've told me I was too young. They want it
Yeah,
to be
you're too
20
young.
years. I'll be eligible for both of them next year. But they want it to be 20 years from your first major title. And I won my first one in 98, yeah. Excuse me,
Go ahead.
98, 91.
Wow.
1991 is when I won the first Legends when I played Missouri in the finals, Columbia, South Carolina.
He had a lot of good players in that tournament, if I remember right. We had talked about it a long time ago.
All of those tournaments were tough.
I don't really
Staubes
like this
shot at the
Look
9
at this. He did
He
shoot
made
at
it
the
if he
9.
hit it.
Wow.
He hit it.
That's a great shot.
That was one of the better shots I've seen of the tournament.
Low percentage, but he really is. They're kind of, you couldn't scratch, and if your speed's good and you don't make the 9, you're probably going to get safe. I see Mike kind of just shook his head when he made it because it was a low percentage shot, but hey, risk reward.
So now
Scores
we're up.
5-4 in favor of Mike Staubes.
Guys, I don't know if any of y'all was watching this football game, but I am just mesmerized by what I have watched.
New England can't go to every Super Bowl.
Well, they just played about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Jets scored 3 points the first minute and a half of the game and never scored again. The final was 45-3. In my opinion,
Really nice
this would
break.
be the biggest upset by far in the playoffs.
That was a great.
I don't think anybody expected Pittsburgh to come back and beat Baltimore the way they did yesterday.
No, I don't think once the game had started, but I'm talking about, before the pregame.
Oh, pregame, of course.
I mean, they were a 10-point favorite playing at New England. Which Tom Brady's worked a lot of magic before. Don't be surprised what you may see coming here. But he's going to need some magic.
Mike Staubes is going to need some magic to make this 2-ball. Tell you that much.
He can actually hit it, but I don't think he'll elect to shoot at
No,
it.
he's going to go ahead and hide it down behind the 6, I think.
Might just try to thin it above the pocket and come back 2 rails.
Look at that. He went at it, scratched.
I actually think he was playing safe. He just caught the deuce thick. I think he
Oh.
meant to cut the 2 thinner and put
Gotcha.
it on the bottom rail and circle back down below the 6 and 8.
Yeah, that could be a very costly error here.
Yeah, the 5 goes. Really, this is not a lot to this rack. If the 6 goes by the 9, it's really easy.
Rooster 1975 won a free subscription.
Isn't that his third?
Rooster won what?
Second.
Rooster 1975 guessed within a tenth of a mile per hour on that last break.
Did he? A 10th?
A tenth.
Wow. What did he win?
1-year subscription to Inside Pool Magazine.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, that's the flagship running this video stream here, Inside Pool Magazine. So check it out, InsidePoolMag.com, and our new website, InsidePool.tv.
I think he's going to like this.
He's playing a little reckless, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that.
There's really no reason there. You've got a 2.5, 3 foot gap from anywhere from there all the way almost down to the 9. You would have been good.
He got up there and kind of two-stroked it and shot the 5 up in the top corner. And
Well, Mike's a big rhythm player. I'm a rhythm player playing 9-ball. I mean, you try to get a little bit of rhythm, but boy, if you're not, you still got to bear down and pay extra attention to detail, to the little tedious shots. Those are the ones that'll get you. You're automatically going to bear down on the tough shots, but it's the simple ones that get you that you make them silly mistakes on.
kind of like that there.
That was a
He
ridiculous.
just went right into the 8-ball.
I disagree with this shot.
I don't do
too.
this.
There's no need for it.
Why would you go for
I really
this?
do not understand
That's
this
ridiculous.
right here.
Yeah. He'll make it, but it's
And
just
it's an easy shot, but
it's ugly.
I mean, anytime you're shooting a combination, guys, it's possible to miss it unless it's just
Absolutely.
laying
Yes, it
in the hole.
Absolutely.
And the run out there, I mean, he's going to run out there, I would think, 98, 99% of the time.
I would say so.
He's not going to make that combo 97, 98 times out of 100.
Right. He'd
And
miss
just
it
like
every
that, our
once in a while.
score is 6-4 in favor of Mike Staubes, and this match is getting very quickly out of reach.
Sure is.
Mike's only going to 9, so, yeah, it's a big difference. The 2 games is going to really show up fast.
Absolutely.
Now, was he formerly a double-A player?
No, Mike's never been a double. This is actually this may be his first event. Has he ever played one of our events before, Marge? He played the Tour Championship, I believe, the $25,000 added event, the 10-ball event that we had in Fayetteville at King Street Billiards. He did play there. But no, Mike's been he's a big family person, hangs out in Charleston a lot and plays around there. Smoke really, really, really bothers Mike too. He's very allergic to it.
See, you can't smoke anywhere in Ohio.
But
You're not allowed to smoke in one building.
The state of North Carolina's like that also.
Huh. Very interesting as I sit over here and enough
Well, this
said.
is a private club, though.
Oh.
So, I mean, you really have to have a membership and a signed in to be a guest to come in.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
Well, New England's within a touchdown, but there's also down to the 2-minute warning. Not looking good for the boys in blue.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Robert Sexton out there in the audience. He has helped us out so much at Fast Eddie's. Great guy, computer genius. He's been working with JR and myself. And want to say hi to him out there.
It takes a lot to put one of these whole shows together. I mean, it really does. A lot of people just think you show up and run a pool tournament. It's really nothing like that.
It's nothing at all like it.
I'd say Marge averages 15, 20 hours a week on the computer also at home, doing updates and
Absolutely.
emails and touching base with sponsors, and it's just something constantly. The time you get home, it's time to do it again, so it's a never-ending process.
Yeah, it's always good to have a guy that's from the area that can run around and know, like a guy like Robert. He's been like Johnny on the spot for us.
It helps a lot. Sure does.
Knows
help a
the
lot.
roads, knows the stores, got connections. Makes it so much easier. Can do work when you're not there, internet setup stuff, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I spoke earlier about a little action in the room. Sam
Action.
Monday is playing Larry Cressell, some one pocket. Looks like they're still going at it a little bit.
Been playing over there all afternoon. I think they've been at it 3 or 4 hours now.
You can see Sam's really concentrated on the game.
That's a tough match for both of them.
Yeah, Larry plays great.
Well, I'd say there's a lot of football fans happy to see these these Patriots go down. I know JR is a big Steelers fan, and he's sitting over here grinning from ear to ear.
Nice shot.
I thought it was funny yesterday. I'm going to tell on JR. Sally is a big, big Baltimore Ravens fan yesterday. When it got crunch time at the end of the game, they got in a little texting war there with a Steelers fan and a Ravens fan. That was kind of funny. Enjoyed that.
Wow, he just rattled that ball.
I hate to say this, but Mike Fuller is Officially falling apart.
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
done.
looking good. He's not looking good. I mean, you could always turn it around, but this alternate to break, that's what I keep stressing about those early games.
Absolutely.
Early games are just as important as the late ones because if you lose them early, you've got to get them back late. Everybody should know that it's a lot harder to get them back late.
Yep.
Really like the way he shot that ball. He shot that ball to make it, but if he missed it on what you call the pro side. Missed it on the high side of the pocket to where if he did miss it, it goes back under the 9 like it did. He made a great shot. And if it does go, there the rest of them playing as a tap in.
This is not an easy safe by any means here.
This is a real hard shot.
He missed it.
So hard enough he missed the whole ball.
The hardest shot of the day.
In my opinion, it's one of the hardest ones for me, the long, thin, where you just got to shake it. It's a tough shot.
But trying to make a ball without hitting it, that's the toughest one I know.
Boys, it's game over up here. The Jets has just beat the Patriots. Jets running in for another touchdown. It is game over. I'm just amazed.
There's
I'm
a flag, though.
absolutely amazed.
Well, what could this flag be about?
It's untelling. I've seen some real funny
Look
flags.
at this guy. He's walking around.
Touchdown.
Okay.
Probably excessive celebration or something like that.
Is that going to matter?
No, that any penalty be inserted on the kickoff. It's over with, boys. You can call the dogs. The hunt's over.
Not a big football fan, but
You can
they have
call
a
the
great-
dogs. The hunt's over.
the great
You
production.
probably wouldn't understand that being from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Gotta be southern about that.
It's like when you're coon hunting, David, or rabbit hunting, you use dogs to hunt with. When the hunt's over, you call your dogs, they come back, you go home. That's what the Patriots ain't got to go for. They're at home. But the dogs is barked. Wow,
I learn something every day.
I'm just in shock here. I really am. Considering they just got beat 45-3 about 3 weeks ago. Tell you what, I hear the dogs warming up on this table number 6 here also.
Sure is. Our score is now 7-4 in favor of Mike Staubes.
He's got to beat him 7-1 from here playing alternate the break. I don't really like his chances.
No. Now, if it was Nick Varner, it'd be a different story.
Even if it is Nick, when you're playing alternate the break, you sit
Yeah.
there helpless. You know, the guy's going to get the break 50% of the time, so that's
Yeah.
what makes the comebacks tough. If you can stay within a game or two, you're within striking reach. But you get down 3, 4, 5 games, it's like toting an elephant around on your back. Mike knows it too. Both Mikes know it.
Both Mikes. Mike and Mike. Oh, his ball rolled off after he set it down. Did you see that? Look. He got lucky.
What happened? The one come loose when he lifted the rack?
No, what he did was he put his ball down, his cue ball, and then as soon as he picked it up, the ball rolled over just a touch. And I have seen that screw up a break several times.
What that is, they're breaking from the same spot, and it gets a little indention in the cloth there. And if you set it close to that, it'll just like pull it to it. He's going wide open here.
So I like the ball to be completely still as your
That's a
hand
good
leaves.
shot.
Good shot, yeah.
I like the. I
It's
see the
not
best.
too late.
The best results are after your hand sets the cue ball right where you want it, and you let go. It doesn't move.
No, you don't
Then
want it to
that's
move.
the optimum. I see problems with that when it moves. Nicely played shot there.
Excuse me.
Should have enough angle to get popped off this rail and get out to where he needs to be. Oh, he drew back. Okay. Look, now he's going to be super straight in.
JR, what is a framboy?
It's a beer.
It's a raspberry kind of beer.
Raspberry beer?
Never had one of those.
Raspberry beer.
That could easily be the finals of the Super Bowl right there. I think the Packers are the team to beat right now. I think it will be Steelers-Packers in the Super Bowl. I like that prediction. That'll be a dandy. That's a classic old school Super Bowl there.
Yes, it is.
It's a dandy. You're a dandy, Shannon. You're a Jim Dandy.
Well, Mike got through that little struggle there.
He's still 6 games away from victory, though.
Just real hard, like I said. When you're playing alternate the break, it's tough. Give up those big leads. Like right here, Mike's broke to a very, very, good chance of getting out here the way they're laying.
I don't see much trouble here at all.
This may be the toughest shot in the rack right here. Got a perfect angle to come below the side for the 3.
Great shot.
There should not be any trouble here. Stay down, maintain focus, and should take Mike to the hill.
May have to bump the 8 here.
Yeah.
Don't want to get too cute.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Doo-boo.
He made it. He's alive.
No, he's all right. He's just going to draw
Bounce back out to the center of the table.
Now, he's debating whether he wants to come one rail or swing around 2. I definitely like the one rail. Now, this is really going to be the shot here.
Went a little bit long.
Yeah,
He's
he
fine.
did.
No, he got a good angle, too. Again, just
Get back up
what you got to
table.
be worried here is don't get careless and get close to that side.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
just a
perfect.
great
He's
shot.
playing. You can just tell he's playing with confidence.
Yeah, he
I
is.
mean, you can just tell by the way he approaches the table, the way he strokes the ball. He's playing with confidence.
He's in the driver's seat on this match, that's for sure. I'm impressed
He's
with this
all
guy.
right. Just cut this ball in, come right back there where he's right, a little above his head there.
And once he pockets this 9,
He will be on the hill.
I'll make this match 8 games to 5 in favor of Mike Staubes.
And a Hail Mary, yep.
Okay, here we are. Great Southern
Alrighty.
Billiard Tour.
Back live, Mike Staubes is on the hill. Guys, want to give our sponsors, the Great Southern Billiard Tour, a little quick
Absolutely.
plug here. We're really happy to have Nick Varner, Q's and Cases, with us. He's been with us since day one. Of course, Inside Pool Magazine here in the booth with us. They've been on board since day one. Tiger Products out of California there. Want to give them a little special plug. That has come out with a new tip that is absolutely incredible from what I've seen.
You are correct there.
You just put one on your cue, and it's a very great tip.
Tell you what,
Also-
it plays well. Plays
Don't-
well. Check that tip out when you get a chance. The Tiger Onyx. It's a black layered tip. It's not dyed.
Reminds
Nice
me,
medium hit.
Reminds me kind of like a Kamui Soft or something like that. But also Delta 13 racks. Very glad to have them. Terry Taggart's been a very great guy to work with all the way over the time since day one. We really do appreciate everybody sticking with us. We're doing everything we can to get your guys' product out there and let's make pool a better game.
Can't forget about your own cue maker,
I
Andy
did forget.
Gilbert.
I'm sorry. Just being tired is all that is. Also forgot another one. Mike Davis Exterminating out of Greer, South Carolina. What a great guy they are. We actually spent New Year's Eve with them. It was great people. And then Andy Gilbert, of course. Be glad to see him at the Derby. Andy's always a lot of fun to hang out
Yeah,
with.
I'd like to meet the man that made that
Well, he'll be there.
amazing piece of equipment that you play with.
I think
a really
I
great
talked
cue.
to him about a week ago. He'll be in. I think he'll be in Wednesday night.
That's an
and
awesome
his
cue.
wife will be in Wednesday night.
One of the nicer cues I've ever seen, really.
It's a dandy. It really is.
It is a dandy.
So much
Made
work
for
in
a
it.
good dandy. That was an awesome
The
cue.
good thing about it is it plays as good, if not better, than it looks.
Wow.
That's where you get, that's when it really turns into a special piece. Is
Yeah.
if the playability's there along with the artwork. Boys, it's officially over.
Yeah, one of the players was out there. I think it might have been San Antonio Holmes. Did 2 big standing backflips.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I am in shock. I did not dream of seeing what I just saw right there. Just saying, bud.
So just saying. Really get my shoes on.
Snowman socks.
Nagardi asked what kind of tip. That tip was a Tiger Onyx.
They're brand new on the market. I just got them in the day before I come here. I actually didn't even know they had the product out. But Tony, I'd spoke with him last week, and he'd sent me some more product and stuff. And, man, it is really, really, I think they're really on to something there, guys. You can just go to tigerproducts.com and check them out. They'll be glad to hook you up. Or if anybody's around one of the GSBT events, I'm sure I'll have some. Well, the Jets fired on all cylinders today, guys. They beat them in every aspect of the game, from defense to offense.
And if you look over into the corner, you'll see Danny Mastermaker eyeing this match like a hawk.
He's paying close attention.
He
Yeah, you
gets the
can see
winner
him
of
here.
this match right here.
Somebody's got to beat Danny twice.
And that's going to be tough.
You know, he was also in the finals of the last event he come to
Rocky Mount,
at Rocky
Green
Mount
Top.
at Green Top Billiards there at Shaq's place. Boy, that's a really impressive pool room
Yes,
there.
it is.
I've been in a lot of
Great
pool
equipment.
rooms, and I don't think I've ever been in an actual pool room where they take as good a care of the equipment as they do there. They have someone come out and brush and wipe the table down after every single match. And in a regional tour event, you just don't see that a lot.
No, you don't. They use the Simonis X1 actually on those tables. It's a new cleaning mechanism that Simonis Cloth came up with.
Yeah, Simonis is great, man. They do a lot with inside pool.
It works with friction. I think that I looked at it. I think it's some kind of way it kind of works with friction, and it pulls it to it. It's got like a cloth
Static.
on the bottom of it, and static electricity or whatever picks it up. It just works like a silent vacuum cleaner.
Tables there play great. Diamond Pro-Am tables. A little snug, too. They're definitely not...
Yeah, they're standard pro cut. Yeah, then anytime the cloth gets broke in, you can sure miss on them.
Absolutely.
What's a
Look at
nice little shot he made right there.
Yes,
Sure
it
was.
is.
Well, that's just
Ooh.
almost like the way the whole match has been there, guys.
You got that right.
Mike Fuller's made quite a few more unforced errors than I thought he would make. And usually you see it happen all the time, and just once it gets headed that way, it just spirals out of control.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this rack for Mike Fuller here.
I tell you what, we're going to be in for a great finals. Two A
Yes,
players,
we
both
are.
racing to 9. It's going to be a battle. The finals is going to be a battle.
Well, we're hoping that you're going to commentate that with us after a short break, Shannon.
I sure will. We'll just take
All
a little
right.
short break, get something to drink, and all you viewers, you got to come back and sweat
That's
this
right.
now. This is what it's all about.
Yep, everybody get you an ice cold whatever you're drinking, and
Guys at home, get you a big cold glass of buttermilk. enjoy your seat.
do a little stretching.
I think Marge is drinking muscle milk over there.
He just gave you a funny look, buddy. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
we were
And
wrong.
It's not quite over yet.
Curse of the commentators.
Well, he missed that ball. I kind of understand why he missed it. He did raise up on it when he was
He
shooting
sure
it,
did.
but he wanted to hold that cue ball. He can't go any farther over this way or it doesn't go. So he had to shoot the deuce to the outside of the pocket to hold the angle.
Ah,
I mean, it becomes way tougher from when you're over here where Mike's at.
yeah, Mike's got to come fighting like a true champion right here.
Follow it up the in rail and back down.
He hit it good.
Sure did.
Good as it could be hit right there.
Off the rail, real nice.
A little bit of a much angle, but really kind of perfect. He just slide right over.
Back and
See
forth,
see
back
a lot
and
of
forth.
problems here.
Just bounce out and shoot the 7 ball in the same pocket.
He used all the pocket.
Sure did.
It definitely wiped his feet a little bit.
Was waiting for permission to go in. Seven to 8.
Gonna be 8 games to 7 in favor of Mike Staubes.
Staubes being on the hill.
Mike Staubes is on the heel.
He's on the hill, so
And
all
it is,
has to
Mike
happen.
Fuller's break.
It's Fuller's break, though. Yeah.
He's trying to scratch and claw his way back into this, but I think it's just a little bit out of reach from here.
Yeah, especially he just got fortunate to get that last game.
Well, he's got to win 3 in a row, but if he can win Mike's break, he'd have the break on the heel. So I mean, it is in reach.
It's in reach. And this caliber of player can do it too. He'd probably even give you a run for your money, Shannon, once in a while, huh?
Wing ball shot in like a dart.
Mike's a real good player.
You wouldn't be able to turn the juice off probably playing a player like Mike.
No,
Either one of these guys.
You play a player of this caliber, you got to bear down on him.
Yeah. It'd not be like playing me or something where you're just screwing around watching the football game. You really have to concentrate.
Yeah, when you're playing a player at a high caliber, you got to take aim at him. He's got Mike in a bad situation here.
Sure does.
I think Mike's just going to tie the one up where it doesn't go. That's a good, smart shot. Now you know you're going to get back to the table anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no bank. There's no anything.
Mike's going to go up 1 rail, 2 rails to the bottom rail and try to get under the 7.
He froze him.
Nah,
No, he's
I
good.
think he can hit the 1.
Yes, he can. He's got a bank. He's got a bank with the 6.
He's got
It's
a bank
possibly stop.
in the left corner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying.
Or you
that-
might want to just consider playing safe here and just try to get behind
yeah,
the deuce.
that's the smarter move, isn't it?
David Howard just
Look at this.
He
Two-way
shot
shot.
He shot it and swished it.
Yes, he did.
What a shot.
That was a
Nail.
two-way shot, though, right?
Yeah, it was a great shot.
If he would have missed it, he would have been all right. Really good shot. Coming down table. And
Left him in a pretty difficult spot. You got to if you do try to thin this deuce, boy, it's real easy to catch it thick and scratch. I believe you might have to kick at this ball 2 rails. You don't really want to, but
yep. Go up on the other side, smack the bottom end of it,
Yeah.
smack it in the face.
side rail, bottom rail into the deuce. It's not a shot that you want to shoot because odds is you're going to leave a shot, but I don't. That thin and jacked up over that 5 and thin in the right edge of the deuce is incredibly hard.
Could be a tie ball game here if he plays his next couple shots just right.
Be Mike's break next. That'll be the huge game if he gets out of this one.
It's not looking too promising getting out of this one.
Definitely an
Just
advantage
like you
Mike
said.
Staubes right now. And he's got a shot.
That's going to be the end of the game, I bet you.
Mike's got to get out from here. In this
He can't
situation
miss.
here, you don't want to get it within 2 games.
He can't
Because if he
not.
were to lose his break, then Mike would have Fuller would have the break on the heel. So when you get a relatively easy out like this, you've got to go.
Well, Mike and Mike. This is the Mike and Mike show.
Fuller breaks on the odd. Staubes breaks on the even.
Yeah, that's correct. I was looking at the score backwards. I thought Mike Fuller had 8. I don't believe it's going to make any difference if this 4 goes by this 5.
Absolutely. It's kind of a little back cut. You see he's not real happy with it, but should be no problem.
Dead center.
Yes, he did.
Got to be a little careful here. You got a little bit straight in on it, so it's going to keep you some angle to get down table.
What's he going to draw? Or is he going to go forward?
No,
Force
he'll
follow?
draw. He'll draw the ball here.
Yeah.
You almost have to here. You don't want to try to cheat that pocket too much.
Just don't want the ball to flip over. Yeah, like it did there. See that? See how it flipped over?
No
That's
good.
That's a pretty big error right there. I mean,
That's what happens on that shot.
He's looking at it like he's just going to whack it. He can cut this ball, and this ball goes.
You try to hit a lot of draw and you just lose it and it flips over.
Great shot.
That's a great shot on the heel, I can tell you
He's
that.
coming back. He's coming back to life here.
It's not the shot you wanted to shoot, because it just makes everything more and more and more difficult. Now he's got to go into the 9 here, so.
He let it go, man.
I don't really understand that
Wow,
either.
he's going to have the hardest shot on the whole table.
Oh no, he got to actually.
He's going to zip this ball in cross side, 100 miles an hour.
Oh, this will be the
pretty lucky.
perfect ending right here. Oh, he thought about it too long. Oh, and he scratched.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I don't understand that, Shannon.
Wow. Oh, we thought we were going to get out of this
I
one
think the
early.
adrenaline might have got to him there, knowing the fact he was
Got
about
a
to
little
be a good
careless
player.
5 to the 6 ball, and again, that's a small error compounded big.
Yeah, he was too excited. He took one too many strokes on his aim up. I'm
Well,
thinking
our score is knotted up now at 8 games each.
anybody's game. But with the handicap, he's actually several games ahead. But sorry, and he's on the hill. What are you gonna do? Try to break as awesome as you can. Control, control. It's all about control. Wow, he just gave him that game.
Tell you what, things are spinning around with the quickness here.
They sure are. He just gave him, basically he's going to give him 2 racks in 5 minutes.
Boy, if Mike were to lose this set from the positions he's been in, he just want to run his head into the wall.
Which Mike?
Mike Staubes.
Yeah. It's hard when both players are named Mike to understand.
Well, I'm not counting Staubes out of this yet. I mean, not by no means.
I'm not either. But I'm
Staubes-
just saying that
yeah.
the match should have already been
I
over
mean,
with.
well, look at that right there. I mean, that's just
Careless mistake.
He's got the.
man gives you an opening like that after
Wow.
scratching on the break. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
So do you
to me.
go with the 9 here?
No, I think the 4 goes by the 5. You shoot the 4 in and run out.
Just take care of business. Nothing fancy.
Correct.
Yeah,
this
that's
is the
way
shot.
too
If he
hard
gets
of
from
a
the
shot.
4 to the 5, it's over with.
Yeah, this is the shot. 6. Wow.
Didn't even threaten
Okay.
the pocket.
He got a. He came up for one. Mike
If I
Fuller's
was
coming
Mike
up for
Fuller
one more
right now,
breath.
I would go take a break.
He's coming up for one more breath.
A little break might not be a bad idea.
I would take a break, regroup myself, come back, complete this rack.
I agree, man. But somebody threw him a life preserver. Man, Staubes has got to be upset.
Yeah, he's made 2 careless mistakes 2
Hey,
games in a
Mike's
row.
jumping up a lot.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. Yeah, he is.
It's a nice shot there.
If you blame him, he's behind. You know, when you're behind, everything's more intense.
All right. Score is 9 games to 8 now in favor
who's
of Mike
ahead?
Fuller.
This could go hill, Shannon. Wow.
Well, no matter what, it's going to be within the 2 games.
Yeah, you called it absolutely correct.
Absolutely right.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but I'm not. You start calling them within 2 games at the Derby, then
I'm going.
you'll really have me.
I'm going to bet on whatever Shannon
You
thinks.
can a lot of times, you know, especially that's a short race. That's only a race to 7.
Ooh, I love race to 7.
It's definitely a
It's one of my
flash in the
favorites.
skillet.
I'm a race to 3 guy.
Look at this.
Ooh,
That ball, he
Oh.
really got really unlucky there.
he sure did.
That ball hit the point and come back above the side. This is funny business
He
here,
could
guys.
be going for the 9 ball here.
Yeah, this shot here,
See how
might-
the deuce is laying close to the rail and the 9's laying out of the pocket.
Yeah,
so
it is.
This is a very difficult shot.
This is what cost me my Hill match against Joseph Cole in
That's exactly what I mean right there.
Yep, you're rattled. It's
23.08 miles per hour on the break. I had a similar shot like that against Joseph Coles last week on the bar table in Conyers on the winner's side. At Hill, and I shot at it like that, and the exact same thing happened, and he ran out and beat me. Kind of took the shot for granted and had everybody ask me, why didn't you just push?
Sometimes you just feel like it's time to go. And that's a great shot right there.
He
I'll
just
tell you
speared that in like it had
Sure
eyes.
was.
That's a good shot right there.
You'll see why this is a AA rated player here.
Tell you what, if Mike Fuller does come back to win the match, you can say his blessings. I can tell you that.
Absolutely. Because he's been playing with his phone, talking to the crowd, thinking about everything with this match. Look, he's shaking his head. He's not a happy camper right now. Wow, that is definitely Shannon's cell phone there.
Nice shot there.
Want to know what ringtone Shannon uses? You just heard it. There's
Have
only
one
one.
you can hear when you're in the pool rooms all the time. I can hear my phone 30 feet away.
That is definitely, you're not going to confuse that with anybody else's phone.
So Mike's slowed down a little bit now, and he knows he's within
He
reach.
sees he's got a chance to win now. He was already in give-up mode.
Yeah, he was.
He was beyond give-up mode. He was ready to shake his man's hand.
Now it's going to be hill.
He got the worst angle he could possibly get right here.
He sure did.
And I'm sure he'll be fine, but he
He's
didn't get where
firing
he wanted.
Great shot.
You had to go forward there. You got to go forward. It's too easy to rattle it.
Guys, I believe we're going to the hill.
We are.
Great match. Great match.
Great match so far.
And here we are.
Man,
He has
Staubes
come from the grave.
he sure has. This is turning out to be a great match.
Marge is going to make the announcement right now that we are Hill.
Woo woo. Somebody's got to go.
Somebody's going to the final. Somebody's going to the buttermilk factory. Well, it is Mike's hit break on the heel, so here we go, guys.
On the heel.
Anything can happen from here.
Give us some twang, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Broke him
nice.
dead center that time. Uh-oh. Well, he
He
can
sure
hit it.
did.
He don't have to roll out. That's good.
Does not have a clear pocket for the ball. Is
Nope.
the only misfortune of that. I mean, pocket a ball in the break, just
Place your bets, people. On that break speed.
I'll get with you after this match right here. We'll do everything.
Yeah, we'll take a 10-minute break after this match. Want everybody to go to InsidePoolMag.com and check out the one-year online subscription.
21.61 miles per hour there.
The online magazine subscription, $10 for an entire year, ebook of the e-version. And our 10 million YouTube video views on our Inside Pool Magazine YouTube channel.
That's not going to be good there.
That's quite a few there. 10 million.
10 million.
The 10,320,000 this morning.
Wow.
10,320,000 views. I think there's anybody in pool that has as much
Now that's a lot
content.
of views there. There's 10,300,000. That's getting it done.
30,000 a day.
Those are real numbers there.
That's what, JR. And that's all because of the man sitting next to you over there, JR Calvert. I want to thank him for what he does for these streams, too.
That's getting the word out there for sure.
Yep.
That is a real impressive number. What is going on here? That looks like a ring game shot. It's just added.
That's unreal, him shooting
like,
that ball like that. What?
Little careless, I think, from a good player. I don't even know really what he
Hill?
was. I don't really know what he was trying to do. Tell you what, Mikey's got some pressure on him now. He has been running along pretty good, but look there, he didn't execute the very first shot.
Sure didn't.
He's got to play safe already. Unless you want to cut the two in the side and go 3 rails around the 4, shoot the 2 in the same pocket down here. That shot is on, but it's sure not a hanger. Might be if his score was 1-1.
Guys can check out my YouTube channel.
This is no good here.
No good.
Man, Mike Staubes is went into give up mode. I just can't believe what I'm watching, guys.
Wow. Now Mike Fuller better get out. He's out.
I think Mike will get out from here.
I
The
think we
momentum,
have-
you all could tell the last couple of games, you could just see
Wow.
the momentum shift.
What a comeback.
Guarantee you this video will be viewed quite a few times.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say Mike Staubes will go back and view this one a few times.
Absolutely. Well, like Rodney Strickland was saying, that this guy is mainly a bar box player, so he surprised me. But Mike Fuller is definitely a seasoned 9-foot 9-ball player.
Yeah, Mike likes 4.5 and 9s, by far better. Absolutely perfect.
I'll tell you what, I believe that's it.
Never know. I've seen him rattle the 9.
I don't think none of us expected this, did we, guys? From where we was at a
Absolutely
minute ago,
not.
We'd pretty well done give the set up.
Absolutely.
I know Mike Staubes has just got to be heartbroken. Absolutely heartbroken.
I'm going to let you take us out, Dave.
That is it. Mike Fuller has come all the way back from halfway inside his grave to
From
win
the
this
graveyard,
match.
yes, sir.
11 games to 8. I want to congratulate Mike Fuller on an excellent match played. I'm David King, along with Alvin Nelson, guest commentary with Shannon Dalton. We'll be back with you in about 15, 20 minutes or so with the final match.
Probably won't be that long. Give us about 10 or 15 minutes, just enough time for Danny to get good and warm, and we'll be back underway. Guys, don't go nowhere.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.